Hi Taurus, welcome to December. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, let me call in some good energy. So this month we have the eclipses are back in Gemini and Sagittarius. And then we have a full moon in Cancer at the end of the month. And Jupiter and Saturn are moving out of Capricorn and coming together in Aquarius around the solstice. This is a big shift in energy from earth to air, and we'll talk about the astrology later. But let's see what's going on for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know about love, relationships, the eclipses? What is coming up for Taurus in the month of December 2020? What does Taurus need to know for December 2020? What is happening for Taurus? The Ace of Swords. The Two of Wands. The Page of Cups. The Two of Swords. The Eight of Cups. The Lovers. The Empress. The Seven of Swords. The Death card. And the Wheel of Fortune. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Okay. So the Ace of Swords, you have been fired up. This is the Warrior card. This is it's also a new beginning. Your thinking is changing. Swords represent thoughts, ideas, and aces represent beginnings. So you have a new way of thinking this month. Your thought, you might have been stuck in some old pattern. You've been activated, and you're going to start taking action and you have the Two of Wands here. You're going to start to plant some seeds. This is a possible partnership that could be coming up. And you're kind of waiting. You might have taken some action already and waiting to see what's going to happen. Because the Two of Wands is about someone waiting to see if whatever they've planted is going to come to fruition. You have the Page of Cups here. So this could involve a new love or someone who's a little bit on the immature side. It could work two ways. It could either be a new beginning in love where someone's very sensitive, someone who wants to communicate their feelings, but maybe they're afraid to. If you're starting a new relationship, sometimes the page can represent that. It could also represent a child. It could be the relationship at the beginning stages. And it's also, pages represent messages. So you could be waiting to hear a message of love, or maybe you're wanting to give a message of love. You have the Two of Swords here. So the Two of Swords is also a partnership card. You have a lot of twos here. But here the person is confused about the partnership. Like you're not sure if you're wanting to get involved or not. So there could have been someone you might have been interested in, and you're kind of both on the fence about it. I feel like though because this represents two people that are at a standoff, where each person's waiting for the other person to make a move, or they don't want to go out on a limb. Like you don't want to be vulnerable, you don't want to drop your guard and let the other person know how you feel. So you're keeping your feelings to yourself, and so is the other person. But I feel that this influence is passing. So whoever's been on the fence about something, at some point you're going to have to make a decision. So maybe you've been trying to decide where to focus your energy. Do you focus on this person, that person? Because I feel like there's some kind of choice involved this month. And you may have to leave something behind to start something new. Because you have the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from something that was once meaningful to you and is no longer fulfilling. So you might be leaving something behind because it's just you're just wanting something more, you're wanting something better. It was once good, it's no longer fulfilling, and it's time to walk away. The Lovers is in the future. And it could also mean that you're leaving behind indecision and you decided to take action. Like maybe you were kind of on the fence about, do I approach this person or not? Do I get involved with this person or not? For some of you. Or do I put my plans in action? You know, you kind of like, it was like you were procrastinating. But I feel like that energy is leaving and you're going to start taking action toward what you want. So if it's a person, you're going to be more assertive, or even if it's a project or something with, you know, career related, because the Two of Wands could be career partnership, or it could be not necessarily romantic, it could also just be a career partnership where you're coming together with someone to create something. Now the Lovers, this could be a strong attraction that's coming up. So whatever you're leaving behind, you're moving toward love. But there's always a choice with the Lovers. So there could be that you're choosing between this person and another person. Or you could be choosing between two paths. Do I stay or do I go? Or do I choose this person or that person? The Empress is here. So you're very talented and very creative. This is the Mother card, the Abundance card. But you've been feeling kind of down lately. This is in your negative thinking. So you're thinking like, I don't know, I feel like I've lost my magic. I've lost my ability to create abundance for myself. Or you're not believing in yourself or something. You're in a funk. But you have, the Empress is a card of abundance and fruition. So don't, and you could be, you know, wanting to create some kind of home family. This is about, you know, creating a home and family, but also creating something. And with this Page of Cups, it could even be like you're wanting to have a child. You could even be wanting to, for some of you, you might be wanting to have a child. Or you're wanting to have that family environment. You're wanting to connect with someone and to have more of a family connection. You're not wanting to be so isolated. But a part of you doubts that this is even possible. But I think that it is possible. It's just that you're going to have to take action to make those things happen. But I feel like things are changing this month. Because, okay, so in your environment, you have the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords energy is kind of a sneaky energy. You may feel like someone's not being honest with you or not being transparent. They're trying to, like they may have a hidden agenda. So if you're involved with someone, you want to really look closely at them and make sure that they're presenting themselves as who they really are. You have the Death card here too. And this is in your wish fulfillment sector. So the Death card is about completing a cycle, ending a cycle, leaving the past behind. So I feel like you have to let go of a cycle and release it before you can bring in the new. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. You're on the edge of a brighter time. Things are going to be changing for you. But before things can happen, you have to clear out the old. So if there's someone in your life that you feel is taking advantage of you or using you, or taking credit for the work that you do, I mean, I feel like you could be in some kind of a little bit of an injustice, a situation that's not fair or unjust. You may need to leave that behind or take action to walk away from that, anything that's not giving you what you deserve. And with the Death card, it's like one thing ends and you clear out the old and you prepare for a new cycle. So something may be ending and it's preparing for changes to come, because the Wheel of Fortune means change. So if you're struggling with something at the beginning of December, things are going to be changing, new opportunities. It could be unexpected, out of the blue. Like you think your life's going along, you know, same old, and all of a sudden some new opportunity comes up. And it could be a new relationship where it actually forces you to make a choice, where you finally have to say, okay, I have to let this go. I have to leave this behind, and I have to claim this new situation. And the Emperor is here. So I feel that if there is someone new coming into your life, it's going to be someone very solid, stable, someone that you can depend on, someone who's reliable. So you may have to walk away from whatever is not reliable, whatever is not, you know, if there's some kind of, I don't know, sneaky energy, someone might be trying to steal something from you. I feel like it's more like someone's not telling the whole story or not telling the truth. And you need to look deeper, and you need to find out, what is this person's real agenda. So you could be spending a lot of energy on someone that's not worthy of your time. And that could be in relationships. It could also be in a career situation. But you're on the edge of a brighter time of things are going to be shifting. And you're going to be coming into greater stability. And look, you have the Emperor and the Empress. So there could be a soulmate connection coming up. Especially with the Lovers. These are all major arcana. So there's major love. Things are going to be shifting. If you're in a relationship where you're not feeling valued, or you're not feeling appreciated, or you feel like someone is not really there for you, you're going to be leaving that behind. And you're going to be connecting with someone who you can have a stable relationship with. Someone who's you can count on. And if it's not a relationship, then you're building something solid and stable in your life. It could be a career path that you're choosing. If it's not love, it could be a career, and you're making your career more stable. But I think it's love, because the Lover's card, there's a person that's coming into your life that's going to really change things, change the game. And you're going to feel that your life would be incomplete without this person. So let's see what the astrology is saying. So we have this lunar eclipse in Gemini. It's happening in your second house. So the money houses are activated at the end of November going into December. And that not only the money houses, something is going to come. You're going to see if someone's been hiding something from you, you're going to see the truth about some financial agreement that you might have. But also, the second house has to do with self-esteem and getting what you're worth. What am I worth? What do I value? Am I getting what I deserve? So that's all going to become really clear at this eclipse. And sometimes when a lunar eclipse happens, a female may be eclipsed. Something may be eclipsed from your life. It could be a female person, a relationship, but it could also mean maybe a source of income could be eclipsed from your life, and it sets you on a new path. You have Venus opposing Uranus. Venus is in your first house. No, I mean your seventh house, I'm sorry. So Venus in the seventh, it could bring a relationship in, and it's opposing Uranus in your first. Suddenly, I feel like you could meet someone suddenly, or something could just change suddenly, and suddenly you're in this relationship. And with Venus, it could be someone ruled by Venus. It could be Taurus or Libra, but it could happen unexpectedly. You also have Mercury going into the seventh house. So you have Venus and Mercury in your seventh house. So there could also be a Gemini involved, or a Virgo. So you might be dealing with Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Taurus. You may have you might have to choose between two people. If there's a new relationship coming up, it could be that you're going to have to choose which one you want to get involved with. Now, Mercury is sextile Saturn and Jupiter in the ninth house. So you could be, and Mercury is in your seventh house. So you could be forming a relationship with someone who's very different than you, culturally, and someone who has a lot to teach and may shift your belief systems, in some way, because the ninth house is the house of teaching, learning, foreign cultures. It's getting out of your comfort zone. Like if you're stuck in a certain belief system, this person can enlighten you or bring you to like a new path. Or it could even be someone who's from a foreign country or someone very different than you. Mars is in your 12th house, and it is sextile the North Node in Gemini. So this is telling me, you have some blockages about claiming what you deserve. And you have to, and Mars in the 12th, you're hiding your anger. You're not expressing yourself. So Mars wants you to get activated. Mars wants you to take action. Now that he's moving forward, and eventually he's going to move into Taurus at the beginning of next year, you're going to start to go after what you want. You're not going to settle for less. You've been hiding your resentment, your frustration around what you think you deserve, and you need to go for it. You need to communicate what you need, and you need to go for it. Let's see. So then we have this new moon solar eclipse. Now a solar eclipse is a brand new beginning. Some cycle ends, a new cycle begins. This is happening in your 8th house. That's the house of sex, death, inheritance. It's where you confront your demons. Where it also can bring you a new relationship that can be very intimate. So if you've been existing in a relationship where you're just in a relationship but there's not real intimacy, there's not a real connection, this can very well bring one. And this is trining Mars. You have, not only that, you have Mercury in the 8th, and it's trining Mars in the 12th. So I feel like you're going to be dealing with psychological issues at this new eclipse, this new moon eclipse. It's going to be very evident from the full moon eclipse what you need to work on, what you need to release, the blockages you need to release. And if you do the work, and I think you have these Ace of Swords here, it can lead to a relationship, because you have Venus in the 7th, sextile Saturn and Jupiter in the 9th. You could create a relationship that's very stable, but you have to work on yourself, because it's like you're sabotaging yourself. You're not going after what you want. You're not, there's some block in the 12th house that you have to deal with that's preventing you from going out there and connecting with someone at the soul level. Mercury is squaring Neptune. Where's Mercury in the 7th house squaring Neptune? No, Mercury's in the 8th house squaring Neptune in the 11th. So you want to make sure that you're not, there could be some kind of financial issue with a friend that you have to work out, that you want to make sure that you're not sacrificing too much for a friend. I feel like sometimes Neptune can help you to achieve a goal or a dream in the 11th, but when it's squaring Mercury, I feel like someone's not being honest, because Mercury is the planet of communication. Either you're not communicating properly, or you're being misunderstood. So there could be some financial issue that there might be some misunderstanding about the kind of money that you're receiving, some inheritance money, or some money that you're getting from someone else, a partner's income. You want to communicate that. And if there's any kind of misunderstanding or miscommunication around financial support, you want to straighten that out. Jupiter and Saturn are going to be coming together in Aquarius in your 10th house. And that's going to be career opportunity. So you could be shifting your career. There could be some unexpected opportunity that comes that shifts where you get involved with something that has more to do with technology, or you might be joining a group that really wants to improve life for the community, like some community project, something that involves like some innovative technology, maybe something that has to do with the internet, the web design, communication, teaching, whatever it is. You're going to be forming partnerships that are going to be beneficial to you. I feel like you're going to be leaving a difficult partnership, a partnership that hasn't been good for you, and forming a new partnership with someone that you can really have a long relationship with. But you first have to work out some psychological blocks. There's some things that are hidden in your 12th house that need to be released. They need to be brought to the surface, dealt with, and released. It could be some anger issues or frustrations that you haven't been released. You've been holding on to resentment. Then we have the full moon in Cancer. The full moon is in your 3rd house, 3rd and 9th house. So something is coming to completion around some kind of communication project, or it could be an educational, if you're deciding to, you might be finishing up some kind of learning situation, or you might be teaching, maybe creating a course that you want to teach. You might be signing contracts around some new project that's coming up that has to do with communication, has to do with travel, has to do with publishing, or a global market, reaching a global market. You have Uranus in your 1st house, so that's shaking you up. You're going to be like, it's freeing you from past patterns, and it's giving you Mercury trine Uranus, you're coming up with innovative ideas. You're going to be dealing with, you're going to have an opportunity to share your thoughts, and you're going to be very creative and very innovative. You could also, I just feel like when Uranus and, it's like the mark of genius when Mercury and Uranus are in trine. So whatever ideas you have at this time, write them down. You're going to be seen as someone who's very creative, very intelligent, very innovative. Venus is still in your 8th house, so money's coming in. There could be a new opportunity that comes up that gets you involved in some type of innovative new project where you're going to be utilizing your skills and you're going to get recognition for your skills. And it's going to bring in money. It's going to bring in financial support. The only thing you have to be concerned with right now is Mars square Pluto, which is going to happen. Mars square Pluto is a very volatile aspect. So if you're holding in your anger, you may, you want to be careful when you, release your anger in healthy ways. Because when Mars, something may happen that you may just blow up about something. Or you want to make sure, like Pluto in the 9th house, just be careful traveling. There could be you might find that someone wants to bully you. So don't put up with anyone's bullying. Neptune's in your 11th house. So Neptune can help you achieve a goal that you've always wanted to, especially if it involves creativity. So if you're involved in any kind of creative project, Neptune is your friend. Just don't over-idealize how much money you think you're going to make on this project, because Venus in the 8th is squaring Neptune in the 11th. So there could be some money, like I said, some financial issues that come up around a partner's income or money that you were expecting to receive. I feel like you're going to get the money, and it could be something that involves creativity, but you want to read the fine print in any contract that you sign, just to make sure that you know what you're getting into. But I feel really strongly that there's a potential this month to connect with someone on a very deep level and to form a relationship that lasts. And also to let go of anything that hasn't been serving you. And let go of people and things that have not been giving you what you deserve. And it's a season of claiming. I feel like you need to claim what is owed you, what you deserve, and not be afraid to share your gifts with the world, and not be afraid to come together in partnership. And if you have any blocks around earning money, around intimacy, you need to work those out this month. And if you can do that, then when Mars goes into Taurus at the beginning of next year, you're going to be ready to hit the ground running. So spend your energy dealing with these subconscious issues. Where do I self-sabotage? Where do I become my worst enemy? Because I'm not releasing my anger, or I'm not releasing my anger in a healthy way, or I'm afraid of my anger, or I'm afraid of intimacy, and I'm afraid to claim what is worthy of, what I deserve. That's going to be the issue this month. And with the eclipses, it may push up your timetable, so you may have to take action sooner than what you think, and it may get you out of your comfort zone. But opportunity is there. The Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. Don't be afraid to release past patterns. Drop the baggage and claim your new, get fired up and put your energy into action. Because Taurus, we have a tendency to wait for things to come to us. We don't actually go out and get them. This is the time it's a season of claiming. You have to go and take charge and claim what you deserve, and you can get it. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. If you liked the reading, if it was a help to you, click on the like button or the subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And for everyone who's been supporting this channel, I thank you. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you for commenting, for ordering readings, for all your support. And if you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my channel, to my website, and we'll get you on the schedule. In the meantime, have a wonderful holiday season. Whatever you're celebrating, solstice, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Boxing Day, whatever you're celebrating, have a wonderful holiday, And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.